What's good? We're coming at you guys with an MVP video. We had to. We do it every year, and right now, the top 5 MVPs are pretty much set. I don't really see anybody else getting into the conversation right now.
Maybe Tatum. Oh, fun fact: Tatum's not included in the list.
Yeah, that's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Tatum, AD. The Lakers had a better record.
Yeah.
People, anybody else? Anybody else that comes to your mind?
Maybe Kawhi. Jalen
Paul
Brunson, I
George.
guess. Yeah, a few people here and there as MVP.
The thing about
candidates.
Kawhi's stats, they're not that good.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like, he had a good season, but there's times Paul George has been
Yeah, he's
better.
averaging like 23 points only.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Even LeBron has better stats than him, to be honest. But, whatever. Shout out to them. They're having good seasons, but they haven't really stood out enough to be on this list. And, yeah, let's just get straight into it.
This is going to be our top 5 MVP candidates. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about them, the season they're having, and if we think that they continue this in the playoffs, because at the end of the day, you got to perform in the playoffs. The regular season only matters this much. So,
thanks, man. Number 5 is Shai. We don't really like Shai that much. At least, I don't.
Yeah, I don't
think
like
you agree.
Yeah. This season, Shai's averaging 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's shooting a 54% from the field and 33% from 3. Super impressive. He's balling this year, man. He just is. The thing with and the Thunder are just going crazy this season too. Just keeping it real.
Number 1's hitting the West, which is wild. Like, I did not expect that. I didn't expect
not
that.
Not that jump.
I did believe a lot in Shai. I thought Shai was gonna be good.
Yeah, shout out to Shai, man. That's another person that's balling.
Top 2 rookie of the year, proven player. That 1 year off helped him out a lot.
Yeah.
And they should have a fun team. It seems like they like to be with each other.
Yep.
But talking about more specifically about Shai, the criticism that he gets are that he shoots a lot of free throws. And I think that non-3-point shooting can be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he is a great scorer. He has that midi. And when it comes to the playoffs, the midis always going to be able to be out, having a go-to shot. But at the end of the day, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it in the playoffs, so we can't fully trust you yet.
That's my biggest question with him, man. One, we haven't seen him. Not this version. A lot of people like to say, oh, but he's been in the playoffs before. Not this version of Shai, the version that is an MVP candidate. But with him, it can either go 2 ways, the way I see it. I think he can either be an incredible playoff performer just because of that mirroring shot. He has that go-to shot that can help in those moments. Or he can struggle, like a James Harden, like a Joel Embiid, just because of him being a free throw merchant. And it's really tough. Right now, I just really want to see it. I don't know how much I believe in the team in the playoffs. Like a guy like Josh Giddey, I feel like he can definitely get exposed in the playoffs. And he's not even playing that good.
I think it's going to be like, they don't even play.
I get you.
I didn't mind putting somebody like I said, Joe Settle.
Yeah,
that can shoot.
For sure. I think a guy like J-Dub, I think he's going to be really, really good in the playoffs, having a great season.
And
That's a
Shai,
guy that I love.
He's still very young, still skinny, so I could see him getting bullied by, let's say, go against the Lakers, which is very possible. The Lakers might be AFC.
And he struggled a lot this year. I feel like that's been one of his biggest struggles.
I'll pick the Lakers and damn near 5 with them like that. The Lakers already beaten them twice, and even if they hadn't, at the end of the day, a lot more experience. And I mean, the Lakers are very specific. Like, me saying the Lakers is a bit unfair to them because we're talking about a team that can win the championship when they're playing good. But even let's say they win against a team like the Mavericks, I trust Luka, who's the next guy. Talking about the Mavericks. Luka, who just scored 73 points the other day.
Yeah, shout out to Luka, number 4 in our MVP candidacy type. Even if it's just ours, I feel like this is kind of like what it is for most people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they actually have Shai 3rd.
Oh, yeah. But I just trust Luka a little bit more. I think after the 73-point performance, I might just have to put him here. I know the Mavericks have been struggling, but I just think that the way that Luka has played this season, he's looked so much better. His conditioning has looked great. His skill, my gosh. Everything about him has just been the complete package this season. Yeah, he can stop arguing with the refs. Yeah, his defense can be better. Yeah, this, yeah, that. But at the end of the day, in the playoffs, we've seen him perform multiple times, and now he has a bona fide playoff superstar in Kyrie Irving by his side.
Yeah, we're talking about two of the most proven playoff performers in the NBA right now.
I know Kyrie since the Cavaliers, because I know a lot of people are going to say it. I know he hasn't been the best, but I also think it's the position that he's in. Obviously, Kyrie's clearly not a number 1 guy.
I mean, the only time that he underperformed was with the Celtics that 1 year, but I think he was already mentally checked out.
And he was the number 1 guy.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
With the Nets, he played good. He played good in the playoffs. It's just that he was injured
and
the
KD
year after.
Played bad. Well, the second year. And
yeah,
he was injured in the other year. Yeah, KD played bad.
Yeah, that series against the Celtics, I think everybody was just tripped out that series. But talking more about Luka, like everything that you said, I agree. I'm a big fan of him. And if the Mavericks had a better record, I think he'll be number 1 for sure, especially because I feel like that's somebody.
Maybe Embiid. I think Embiid might still take it, bro.
Yeah, we'll talk about Embiid later. But I know the NBA has been wanting to give the award to Luka. They've been waiting, but I think the team has held it back. bro, that you watch a bit of the game against the Hawks, bro. He would pass up the ball and they would look like bots. They'll be like, they didn't know what to do. They were getting charged. They were missing. And honestly, they kind of sold him. He could have easily gotten 80 points, but instead of giving it back to him, they kept going for shots.
I think with that game in particular, what was so amazing to me is that it never felt like he was just hot. It felt like he had control of the game throughout all of it. It never felt like, oh my gosh, he's just really hot for this one game.
Yeah, like Cat, for example. That was the game that he just got hot.
Yeah.
But he did have control of the game, and they ended up losing. He got sad at the end.
But I think with Luka, I think the team right now is just not ready. They have obviously their center. I think he's gonna end up being the third best player. Yeah. He's a rookie at the end of the day.
I mean, I'll say this though. Out of the 5 people we're gonna mention, he's the second guy I trust the most in the playoffs.
No. Him as a person, absolutely. I'm more talking about his team. I don't know if his team can perform in the big.
No. I think
even like a guy like Grant Williams, he's been playing horrible.
I think they're gonna make it to like the second round if they get the right matchup. Yeah. But for example, they go against a team like the Clippers. You never know. That could be a scare. But moving on to number 3.
Up next, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. This is a guy that he's a champion this season. Everything wrong that has happened this season with the Bucks, because I don't want to hear that they're the number 2 seed. They have the second best record. I don't want to hear it. Let's keep it real, guys. Because a lot of people got upset when Adrian Griffin got fired. Guys, you know the vibes were off in this team. Something felt off. Something just wasn't the same, man. You just felt it. But the only person this season that has not underperformed in that team, I think, has got to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. He's just been great. Not really much to say about him at all. He's a proven playoff performer at the end of the day, which is crazy because he's been able to perform in the playoffs without necessarily being that go-to guy. Ever since he got over that hump, I think he's never really played that bad. Obviously, last year was injured, so it's tough to really say if he played bad. But I think overall, man, that's a guy that I trust. He's not the guy that I trust the most or anything like that.
Yeah.
But he's a guy that we've seen him do it before, man.
Yeah. With him, it's always been a bit tough for me because it feels like he started playing better, but like he didn't really fix the flaw.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like
he just
found a way.
Yeah.
That's just what he is. He's such a hard worker. He tries so hard always, even the All-Star game.
Yeah, we always talk about
that he's gonna find a way.
I trust him. I trust him in a sense.
I do trust him. If Lillard picks it up, starts playing more at the Lillard that we saw last year, that averaged 30 points. Which, I mean, we have seen flashes of. We have seen flashes of him play really good. This team with them two together, he's like we always said from the beginning, he can fill in for what he's missing. Giannis can fill in for what Lillard's missing.
That's the thing, though. He's never had a talent like this before, man. And that might help him out a lot this year.
And I think that Lillard, when given the opportunity to prove himself, he's gonna come through. So, yeah, I mean, I think at this point, Giannis is who he is. We know, like this is like his peak. We're going through this prime right now.
Up next, we got Nikola Jokic. Not much to say. Up next, we got Nikola Jokic. Not much to say about this guy, man. This guy is the best player in the NBA. This guy is a champion, the reigning champion. Nothing about him says that I can't trust him anymore. Nothing about the team says I can't trust him anymore.
Good. Like, nothing else says.
I cannot really say anything about him. I have the utmost respect and trust for Nikola Jokic. And right now, I know he's not really trying to get the MVP, but man, if this guy turns up, forget it.
He easily can. I don't think. I talking about for MVP.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get it.
No, I don't even think he cares.
He doesn't care. He could have gotten it last year, but the Nuggets took the gas to the foot of the gas. Yeah, and then the next guy we're gonna talk about right now, put the full 2 feet on it.
Destroyed his everything.
Yeah, did everything. But bro, this season playing just as good as ever. Almost averaging a triple double. His Nuggets are fine. They're like the 3rd seed, but that's fine. But they don't need to be any higher. In the playoffs, I think every single team will be scared to go against them by a lot. And last person, the guy who...
Honestly, this is why we made this video.
Yeah, him and the other people again. Joel Embiid. Incredible season. One of the best seasons I ever watched.
I think he's probably having the greatest scoring season of all time. I was telling you that just because of his per 36 numbers. If you look at what he's doing... Because we're talking about a guy that be resting in the 3rd quarter. And he's averaging 36 points per game. Let's just keep it real.
He's having
Yeah, man. This guy is having probably the greatest scoring output I've ever seen just because of how little he's really playing, bro. We're talking about a guy that doesn't really even play in the 3rd quarter, bro.
Yeah, I can remind you of Curry in 2016. Yeah. That he'll pull up, make a few threes, and then call it quits because it seems to be winning by that much. It's kind of like that. Obviously, instead of in a center, dominant type of way. But I don't care until you do it in the playoffs, brother. It is what it is. You're probably going to get MVP again because your stats just look good. And your team is... performing better than we thought. Bro, shout out to the Sixers. Lost Harden and didn't miss a step. Right?
They got better.
They got better. But whatever. Like if you go to the playoffs and you lose again, I think this is the year that you're cooked.
It's just too many questions. You got health. This guy's always misses at least one game in the playoffs. Last year he missed it against the Nets. This is a guy that he always underperforms because he can't get to the free throw line, which is what he relies on. And that is important to me. A lot of people are like, oh, stop complaining. No, bro, I'm going to complain about it because you can't just always win like that, bro. To me, that's not basketball. Like, you can
I mean, it happened to Harden, now it's happening.
Yes, bro. Like, if you can do that, if you can get these same calls in the playoffs, because what bothers me about Embiid is that he relies on the free throw line. He relies on it. That's part of his game. He foul baits, bro. It's not like Giannis. It's not like LeBron in his prime where he drives in a lot. No. This guy's looking for these calls, man. This is his game. This is what he relies on. And that's just not a feasible way to win, bro. I'm sorry. It's just not.
I could see a world that he comes to the playoffs and focuses on the mirror shot, which is so good at that. He drives in better. That he's become a better passer, so maybe he gets out of doubt better. It could happen. I could see a world that Joe Embiid is a good playoff performer because he's that good.
Yes, me too.
And
he's a 3-level scorer, bro.
And at the end of the day, even though I'm not like his biggest fan, I don't want him to be ass. It'll be funny, but just for his own sake. I mean, I hope that he doesn't. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't say.
It's very hard, man. We've been saying this for years. Like, this is finally gonna be his year. And last year, I don't even think he played that bad last year. It's that it was injury. It was the injuries, bro. It's one or the other, bro. But yeah, there's not really much else to say about Embiid, man. Like, you just gotta prove it, bro. You just gotta pull out there and just prove it. If you can't, then I'm sorry, but I don't know what's left for him. I don't even think he'll ever be taken seriously again.
Yeah. And honestly, just like I know the video with this, I think we're gonna agree that the rankings of these players, just so like how good they are with playoffs and regular season combined. I'm giving you a quick jokers.
Of course. Maybe Luka though.
Put in Luka second.
Luka's, I don't care, bro. Luka's made it further than Embiid. It's not like Luka's playing like ass this year.
And then Giannis third.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about Giannis.
And B4, and Shai last.
We might have to put Giannis second. Just keep it real.
You know what? You can do it. You can put Giannis second. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give Luka. If Luka this year goes to the playoffs and post something crazy, and Giannis underperforms again,
is a champion.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because last year, Giannis underperformed, but Luka missed the playoffs. So we'll see. If Luka really plays way better than Giannis in the playoffs, we can talk about it. But for now, I'm fine putting Giannis in second.
Yeah. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like,
let
subscribe.
Us know your thoughts in the comments. Yes. I know a lot of people have different opinions on this.
Give us your rankings in the comments, matter of fact.
Exactly. Your rankings, your thoughts. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And peace out. We'll be back soon.
Thank you guys. And shout out to our editor, Jacob.